I'm Margaret Ellis, 70, and this is the story of how one Thanksgiving voicemail turned me from the family's ever-reliable anchor into the woman who finally cut the rope. I raised 3 children single-handedly after my husband died of a heart attack when I was 43. I worked nights as a pharmacy tech, days as a seamstress, and still managed to be at every parent-teacher conference, every basketball game, every broken heart midnight talk. I never missed a milestone. When Allison's startup tanked, I cashed my small retirement to keep her afloat. When my son Brendan lost his house in the divorce, I paid the back rent. When my youngest, Kara, needed fertility treatments, I covered the bills. I never asked for repayment. I just wanted to belong. The old farmhouse outside Portland was the heart of every holiday. I decorated alone, cooked alone, hosted alone. They arrived, ate, left Tupperware in the sink, and called it Mom's gift. Then came the voicemail. I didn't reply. I took down the extra leaves from the dining table, boxed the spare china, and called my estate attorney. I rewrote everything. 6 months later, Memorial Day weekend, they arrived unannounced, coolers and kids in tow, ready for the annual lake cabin getaway they treated as birthright. They found my attorney, Susan Klein, in the great room, briefcase open, revised will spread across the pine table I'd refinished myself. The looks on their faces. Unforgettable. Allison spoke first, voice tight. Mom, what's going on? Susan answered calmly. Your mother has updated her estate plan. Effective immediately. Brendan laughed nervously. Updated how? I stood by the stone fireplace. The farmhouse, the lake cabin, the savings, everything now goes to charities and to my niece, Rose. You each receive $1. Silence. Kara whispered, $1. Susan slid the document forward. Enough to prevent claims of oversight. Not enough to matter. Allison's face flushed. This is punishment because we wanted one quiet Thanksgiving. No, I said quietly. It's protection because you taught me I'm no longer welcome at your quiet Thanksgivings. Brendan tried reason. Mom, we were overwhelmed. The kids. You were always overwhelmed, I said. But never too overwhelmed to accept my money, my time, my home. Kara's tears came. We didn't mean. You did, I said. You just assumed I'd never stop giving. Susan added, the will is ironclad. Cognitive evaluation, video testimony, documented attempts to pressure your mother, all filed. Allison grabbed the papers. We'll fight this. You'll lose, Susan said. Expensively. They left in a flurry of accusations and slammed doors. The cabin echoed, then settled into stillness. I sold the farmhouse, my choice. Bought a cozy cottage near Rose, who calls every Sunday, who brought soup when I had bronchitis, who grieves with me, not for what she might gain. Some call me unforgiving. I call it unbroken. Because the day they told me I wasn't needed at their table, I finally stopped setting it. And the peace these days? Worth every place setting I stopped laying for people who never noticed I was there.